You can hear me. Can't see me, but you can hear me. Hold on. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at my hair. I could use some hair stuff. I could use some stuff in my hair just to, like, give it a little definition, give it a little separation. I think it'd be cute, but I just am too lazy to do it. So there we go. Anyhow, everybody, Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life. Yay. Hi, how are you? Hope everybody's having a great day. I have been so chock full of fun and good things to do. I have been, I've got to go over to chat to see if I can see anybody. Hi, everybody. Our class started Tuesday, our late bloomers class, the latest one, and we're having such a good time. And I mean, we spent almost 3 hours, which is not normal, for our class. And Zoom, it was all recorded. So Zoom, it's just not, I had to go to Dropbox. It's been a lot of fun. Anyways, to say the least, I've had so many emails. Look at this. Stop it. There we go. So many emails and so many things to take care of that it's just crazy because people couldn't see the videos. Oh gosh, it's been so much fun. But anyways, so hi everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. I have been up since like 4:45. I can't even tell you. Oh, is the hair lavender? Yeah, the hair is lavender at the moment. It's a lavender pink color. But when we got here to Hawaii, you would think your internal clock would adjust, right? It's not. And I'm okay with that because, hey, Thor, because Saturday I'm a free bird. Oh, yeah, you can watch the Zoom videos. If you're part of the class, there's a special private group for everybody to watch the videos. They all watch the videos. That's for the students. So anyhow, if you're not in the group and you're in the class, please let me know because I want to make sure you're getting all the stuff. But Saturday, I'm a free bird. I have a car. I've already got it rented. Lisa rented a Beamer because, well, why not? And yes, Amy, you can still join. I have people joining up until next Tuesday morning because Tuesday's class was just a meet and greet. Okay. And then next week we start really, really hard hitting on our lessons and really working. Oh, in the background. This is, I don't know. It's plastic. I'm in the condo, so it's not mine. I don't know. So yeah, you can go to My Mystical Life, you guys, and it's on the front page. There's the Reiki Master Certification classes up there. That's Saturday. It starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, and is over like 10. So I can go get my car. But, yeah, the other class is on the front page as well. So you can do that. I know, right? You can hear me, but you couldn't see me. That is just a, hey, here's Lisa. So I want to talk about what I did yesterday, and I don't mind sharing my growth with you guys because you know what? That's what we're all doing. I don't care if hi Nancy, if you've been doing this 20 years, you're still growing. If you've been doing it 10 years, you're still growing. I'm in my 12th year. So I'm growing and learning every step of the way. And as I've really been jumping into these trance healing sessions, and they've really started to push me towards doing that. When we engage in meditation and we engage in increasing our energy, we are always going to find new ways to expand. Our soul is going to be like, look at that over there. Look, a piece of candy. And they just our soul starts bringing things in. So I have been taking this mediumship class. I missed the class because it was Tuesday, the last final class. And we had our own class. So that's okay. You're right, Sita. We're always growing. Gosh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You are. So yesterday when I got online, as soon as I got on, now I was pretty good right up to the point where I got up online. And then all of a sudden, when I jumped on and I hit that button, my guides started pushing on my brain. And it really took me for a loop because I was sitting here going, I'm trying to shake this off and I'm trying to shake this off. even to the point when I went to do the mediumship, the little bit of mediumship we did, that I had guides trying to come in, like, and I mean, talk slide to the left, you guys, like Lisa's totally trans channeling, and I'm not ready for that. And that's okay. And that's okay. But when I sat yesterday on the porch to meditate and sit with spirit, hi, Carrie, and sit with spirit, I sat there for probably 45 minutes. I think it was 45 to 50 minutes that I found when I come back, I was gone. And normally that's not normal for me, because if I had music, I could be gone for an hour, but I had absolutely nothing. And I just sat there in spirit, and poof, I was gone. And I was totally aware, but at the same time, I was feeling that I was moving to the left a little bit. I call it swipe to the left. And totally aware. And I know that there's a lot of people on here that are waiting for me to do this, and I'm not ready, but I will be doing it. I have Ashtar standing right there, and he's being very patient with me, because I'm very much a control freak when it comes to my energy. I want, well, in a lot of things in life, I'm a control freak. I'm working on it. We're always working on stuff. And we're going to talk about blockages today too, by the way. So as I was sitting there, I'm going to describe what I had happen, because it really, on one level, I'm like, this is so cool. I'm so excited for this next step of my journey. On the other side, I'm going, oh shit. So it is, you guys, it is okay to take your time. We don't have, and I've been on the fast track with my spiritual journey since I got on it, and it scared me. So I stepped back, and I'm now, I'm much better now. But so I'm going to describe to you, and I'm not going to close my eyes to do it, because as I went to do that, I can feel that. I can feel that connection, and it is not, I'm just not ready. Actually, I'm going to really, really work on it this weekend with Sam, because, and you'll see, understand why as I start to talk about this. Ashtar is the one of the spokespersons or look at me, you see my hand. One of the individuals that speak for the Galactic Federation, not the Galactic Federation, the Galactic Council. Okay, that's who he is. And so as I closed my eyes, which I'm not going to do right now, I think we all have our own tells when we go into channeling. Okay, I'm going to converse with a couple people that I know about this, but my throat gets very tight, like Lisa had a neck lift. Oh, I could use a neck lift. Anyhow, it feels like I have something right here. It really does. There's like a little something right there, like this. And I start to feel a little pressure there. And I'm just describing this so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about and why it may be disconcerting when you're starting into something like this, and all of a sudden you have these sensations come across, and you're like, do I want to give over? And so I start to get this right here, but then I start to get where my jaw actually feels like it's autonomous, like it could move independently of me. And it's the craziest thing. And I was sitting there going, huh. And then this weight just settles down right on the body, on me. This is me particularly. May not be the same for everybody, but this is for me particularly. And the weight settles down on the body where you feel like you're so totally grounded and so totally part of everything. And it's just completeness. It's really cool. And then behind my eyes, I started to see a swirl of purple. And I'm sitting in my chair out on the porch going, okay, do I let this happen? And I'm home alone. And I know I have nothing to fear except, it's a human reaction to some things. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I could really open my mouth and channel. I could really open my mouth and things would come out that are not my thought processes. And hi, Angel. Everybody say hi, Angel. There's my sister, Angel. And as I was doing that, and you can hear the crack in my voice. And have you guys heard in the last couple of days that when I'm starting to talk, I, I grab my water bottle because I'm starting to cough? These are changes that I have going on. And so I was like, okay, it has to do with that choky feeling. And I'm like, okay. So I actually sat there and did something I had not done yet. And I realized I had not given, and as I do this, oh gosh, you guys, it really feels like somebody doing this. And as I do this, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I know I have my channeling guide next to me, Michelle, and I'm sitting there going, okay, I give Ashtar permission. I hadn't given him permission to speak through me yet. And when I did that, everything dropped lower. And I actually heard, I'll do it when you're ready. And I was like, oh, very profound, very cool. But here I am pretty much sitting there, thinking, I'm kind of like feeling a little bit, not paralyzed, but if I had to move, I probably could in sense of emergency, but I don't think that it would have been very easy for me to stand up and just jump, because I would have probably fallen a little bit and felt really, really, really disconnected. So I kind of went, okay, so when I'm doing this, I need a sign that you're ready to start talking. Okay, I need a sign that I'm ready and you're ready and we're both comfortable. And he gave me this tapping of the finger. He says, your right finger will tap on your leg when we're both ready to move forward with this. And I was like, okay, you know, and I love sharing this with you guys because I want everybody to know that it is okay to be afraid of some things, even if we know that our guides have us. My guide, Michelle, she has me. She has me 100%. I know that. She's my daughter. I know she has me. But the human side of our brain will sometimes step in and go, God. And that's what I did. So as I was sitting there and just waiting and just settling, I was settling, and my right finger started to tap, and he's like, I'm ready whenever you're ready. And I went, oh shit, left finger, Lisa's not ready yet. So this weekend, I will have Sam set up the camera. And he's going to sit there and watch to make sure that I am safe and everything's fine. And I know it will be anyways. It's just my safety net. My husband's my safety net. I need him there for me for this. And I hope to, if I'm not running the island because it's Saturday, I'm free. I hope to have this on video and at least an opening and introduction. So that is what I plan on doing with my weekend. But I wanted to share that with you guys because to me, that is what I call leveling up on a spiritual journey. And I don't know everything. Okay. I don't. What I do, you could do, we can all do this. We just different degrees. And this particular thing is something I am just so, I say new to, but I get a pushback on that. And they're like, you're not new to this. You're just relearning. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go out and find new things that are going to fascinate you, because I'm fascinated. I say I am scared to let go. That's what it is. I'm scared to let go. I'm not scared of anything that this person has to say or this energy has to say or the message, which I feel will be profound. I'm not scared of that. I'm scared of stepping away from my humanity and allowing another energy to speak through me. But don't let the little things scare you. I know. Don't let the little things scare you. Step into the wonder of this and find the things that really fascinate you. And if they do, there's a reason for it and you move forward on it. And I just, as I'm talking about it, I'm not closing my eyes to do this because I am finding that when I close my eyes and I start thinking about this, Ashtar is right there. And I'm like, no, dude. No, dude. Okay. It is, you're right, Leslie. It is the letting go of control. I had the hardest time when I first started Shamanic Journey. That when you're in Shamanic Journey, I know you guys haven't done any readings yet, and I'm so sorry. If you guys could share at least once, that'd be fabulous. And I will get to reading, I swear. But this I felt was important to let everybody know that we all have a beginning. We all have a beginning. And I thought I had a hard time letting go at Shamanic Journey. Because when you're in Journey, there's a point. There's a point where you go, I need to let go, and you start to feel like you're floating. And your body, feel like you're floating away from your body, and you go, oh, shit. And you pull it back down. And I used to do that a lot. And now I'm just like, you know how beautiful it is to release and let go? The amazing things you see on the other side of that float is just stunning. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm waiting for myself to give myself permission to step back and just float. And as I do that, I can feel it. So anyhow, I wanted to share that with you because it's okay to have a little bit of fear, and it's kind of healthy to have a little bit of fear, actually. So just know that we all have a starting point. Yeah, I'm testing the spiritual waters on that, Cedar. You're definitely correct. I really am. I've had connection through journey work where I've actually stood. And you guys want to hear a freaky story, or you want to just get readings? Because I can tell you what I've experienced with extraterrestrial in a journey, and I could explain it to you and describe it, because I got to tell you, and nothing I expected. And if you want to hear about it, I will tell you. But let's see. Oh, I want to tweet that. How do I tweet that? I don't know. I can't roll over it and tweet it. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I know you want to hear the story. Freaky story. Okay, let's go with the freaky story. I do see you guys want to hear the freaky story. So shamanic journey work. Shamanic journey work is profound, deep. Everybody does it a little bit different. Look at you guys. Story time. It's profound, deep. Miriam, I think. Nope, I'm wrong. Never mind. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking of another person, actually, that I have to tell something. Yes, you are in the right comments. I don't have my personal profile turned on right now, so you're perfectly fine. So I went into a journey work. And when I first started journeying, and matter of fact, this happened here on Hawaii. And I can tell you, this is why this is happening right here, right now. It's because I'm on Hawaii. I will live here. I will live here within 10 years. Honest. Put it on a calendar. This is where I first met Metatron. This is where I first really started to get into the Lemurian and the Akashic records. So I have this gazebo that when I get into journey work, I usually end up running, or because I start very shamanically in a Native American drumming, and I will be in a field. And I start running or dancing. I love to dance in journeys because then I just kind of spin up off the ground and I turn into a bird. And I will fly. Now, I'll do a couple different things. I'll either fly to Lemuria. I will fly straight into the water and go into the water because that's kind of how I get to Lemuria generally. Or I will go out into outer space and just fly through the nebulas. Amazing, you guys. You can't imagine the colors. Lisa Phillips, I can see you. Everybody is in the correct place because my other one is not turned on today. Lisa Tabbert Fry is not turned on. You're all in the correct place. So this particular journey, I ended up in the water. I flew and then I landed in the water and just kind of went down to my gazebo, which is, I know it sounds weird that it's underwater, but it's underwater. And it's out right outside the Akashic Halls in this beautiful garden. And as I go and I sit down within my gazebo, it's like a made out of concrete. It's really quite beautiful. And I became aware a while before this that this actual gazebo was a portal. I knew that it was a portal, like a quick way to get to the Pleiadians and out into this other area that I go out in outer space to meditate, that has a very similar gazebo. And I know this is weird, you guys. I know. And so what I do is I would go into this gazebo, and I've done a lot of different stuff since then, so I don't really meditate like this a whole lot anymore, but I'm heading back into it, obviously. So I would go and I sit on this gazebo on this little bench on a pillow. It's really cute. And what happens is I meditate, tripping, I meditate within a meditation. So I will be in a meditation, already gone, and I will go sit in my gazebo and meditate. Now, what this does for me personally is it sends me through a portal into another area. Now, I usually go up to the Pleiadians. By the way, that's also where I have met Buddha and many of my past life incarnations and ascended masters. So it's a really, really incredible place. And one day I may take you guys on a journey, a shamanic journey to reach this location, because everybody can get there. But instead of landing there, and think of this very much like Stargate, you guys. Okay, think of this very much like Stargate. My portal dropped me in another location. So this is how I first got introduced to the Arcturians and the Andromedans. And when I say introduced to them, they were standing there. And I was like, well, Lisa just went to school. So I'm standing there on this metallic surface, and I look out towards these energies, and there's probably 15 to 20 different representatives standing there. And I mean this, you guys, I never thought these words would ever be coming out of my mouth. And I was standing there within a meditation on the front. Like, think of Star Trek, you guys. Like, there's a huge window, huge window, and you can see Earth. And I am standing there going, now, you would think that since I'm in a journey within a journey, that I'd be like, ooh, that's cool. That's supposed to be there. But I'm totally conscious of what's going on, and I'm going, I'm standing on a ship. in front of, and I wasn't uncomfortable, but I was very aware. And now my husband could probably put me away in a little one, come to take me away, hee hee ha ha. And there would be video evidence of it, but he would never do that. I don't think so. No, he wouldn't do it. And I had a conversation with almost every individual collectively at one time. So if you ever hear me talk about the collective, this is the collective that I'm talking about. There's a higher vibrating collective of extraterrestrials. There's a higher vibrating collective of archangel energies as well. So and I don't see much of a difference in the energetic vibrations, but so that's where I ended up. And I came away knowing things that I probably wrote down, but it slipped my mind. So I probably should go through my journal and find out what that was. But we do profound things when we start to journey. And that's why this shouldn't bother me. I should be like, oh, cool, Ashtar, let's do this shit. No. But that is how some of these things happen. And when we are in journeys or when we're in meditations, we get led to things that are going to be a benefit to us in the end. Were they prepping me at that time for this? Probably. So I've been told for years that I was going to talk to the Pleiadians. For years. And I went, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I don't think they're crazy anymore. Anyhow, I don't think anybody's crazy. I really don't. Okay, so story, yay, it was a story. And it's about meditation and I don't know, Denise. She says, is a meteor shower in early August from the Pleiades? I have no idea. But that is as out of this world as it sounds, part of our vibration of our galaxy. We don't know everything, and we're not supposed to. And and anybody that tells you on this earth that we know everything, guys. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Leslie. When I'm ready, I'm almost there. I'm almost there because I know that I'm protected. I'm fine. Archangel Michael, he has my back all the time. He probably walks around going, jeez. Anyhow, so that's my story for the day. And I was going to talk about blockages, but I think we'll go ahead and do readings because I had somebody asking me about blockages, and I want everybody to feel comfortable when we step out and start doing work. I want to address this. When meditating the other day, I felt like I was floating and freaked and broke the meditation. Yep. Next time, let it go. And even if it's not the next time, get a little bit closer to letting it go. You'd be surprised. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking. I do see in movies, by the way. Yes. Hold on. Wait a minute. She says, you see in movies. When I'm doing Akashic records, I see things and get the similarity. I want you to understand the similarity here that I don't usually talk about very often. What I see over top of the Akashic records, when I pull a record and I get a picture and it breaks off into this big, huge movie screen, is very much like the screen we see life between lives when we're picking out our bodies and our lifetimes and our brains, okay, and our lessons and things like that. So I think of that movie screen very much like life between lives in the Akashic Halls, but I also think of it very much like some of the things I've seen with the Galactic Council and things like that. So a lot of these things are interchangeable, and they're just working on our reality in ways that we can understand. So there we go. And that is the rest of the story. Okay. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Okay. Oh, wait, not that one. So I should have picked a better body. You know what? Oh, gosh. Thank you very much, Heidi Reed. I love doing what I do, and that I hope shows. I should have picked a better body. And this is excellent comment, because think of it like this. If you picked the most perfect body on the face of the planet and you were afraid to mess up that body, would you have done some of the things in your life that you've already done? Or would you have been much more protective of, I'm perfect, and by the way, a better body doesn't mean a beautiful body. It may be a stronger body or a weaker body or a more vulnerable body with emotions that are very diverse, that you're affected by everything. So a better body is better to the situation rather than what we think of as ideal in this lifetime. Right? Okay, moving on. Okay, if everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Let's move forward. Let's do this. Thor, I'm supposed to pull you 3 cards. They're like, pull Thor. Ooh, there's one of them right there. Okay. Pull Thor 3 cards. I had somebody ask me, how do you know when to pull a card? They tell you. They tell you. They give you a push. There's a push. I don't know what these 2 cards are, but I do know that one because it flipped upwards. So this one is, they're calling this actually changing of the guards, We have a changing of the guards coming. What are you releasing? What are you letting go of? What are you gonna make the hard choice and go, you know what, this shit's not serving me anymore. It's almost like you're cutting a string. So they're talking about the changing of the guard for you. You need to make some tough choices and let some stuff go that is not. But this is a really incredible reading here. Not for me, but for the cards. And then they're talking about putting your energy into the things that are really going to benefit you both monetarily and emotionally. Make sure that the things that you are releasing, like I said, don't serve you anymore, because when you start sending your energy out, you are going to be manifesting some really great stuff. But you really have to have a firm idea of what you want to do and then set that into place, because the more you dream about it, the more you manifest it. And everything that you do in life is not the first time you've done it. You have some patterns that, you are always one of those people in past lives that you're a go-getter, you're the stronger energy, and you like to move forward. Therefore, you can create your dreams into reality. You just have to know when to cut your losses on certain strings and move forward. Okay, Ellie's guiding light, you guys. Hi, Ellie. Okay, looking. Yes, Sonia, ones that breathe deeper. Okay, if everybody could share one time, can anybody tell me a number? Can anybody tell me a number on Facebook? I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling. Let's see. There we go. Like, follow, share. Look at that. I modified some stuff. Yeah. I'm not doing mediumship today at all, you guys. I'm not going to do mediumship until I pass this weekend. Honestly, I don't want to start sitting here talking and just have something pop out weird that I have no idea what I'm saying on a live at this moment. Later, okay, when I'm comfortable, but right now, maybe not so much. Okay, moving on. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, glad that makes sense to you, Thor. So glad. Oh, and by the way, you guys, next Friday, I will be giving away the very first available healing session with the trance. I don't even know what to call it. I almost put a post up yesterday saying, what do I call this? I'm not sure, because there's so many attributes to this that I don't even know what to call it, but I'm working within trance, doing Akashic records, with Archangel Metatron, Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, Violet Flame. I don't know what to call it. I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm open to suggestions. Next Friday, I will be pulling from top fans on My Mystical Life, how to become a top fan. You go to My Mystical Life and you share posts that pop up. So make sure you're following all that stuff. Every time you comment, you get knocked up in the things, and the top fans, I will be pulling one of those. Guys, got to tell you, and I'm just going to throw this out there, and oh yeah, okay. So chicken. I am a chicken. Thor called me out. I am a chicken. I don't deny it. I am a chicken. No, I'm being cautious. Everything I talk about, you guys, you can find at My Mystical Life, except for this healing session I'm telling you about. So if you guys have ideas on a name, feel free. Mega healing. It really, anybody that's had it done so far really found some benefit to it. So I'm really happy about that. And I have to tell you guys, when I release it, when I say it's available, which is, by the way, going to be tomorrow, that you can book it for 2 weeks out or a week out. I haven't decided. It's going to be like a week and a half out. That you can actually start booking it. I'm only going to take 2 a day. And yeah, I'm only going to take 2 a day. Might be 2 a week. It's very, 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 very deep. And it is a session where we are together. in the session, you guys. You're very aware of me standing there guiding you, and you're watching me do the healing that I usually describe to you on a service. You're watching it and you're experiencing it. You're seeing your past life fragments. You're understanding their trauma. You get to comfort them a little bit. All these things happen on these healing services, on this healing service. So you can understand the profound amount of energy that goes into this. And when I do this, it's going to take about an hour and a half, and it's going to run $150 for this service. And I not initially, because I'm going to have a discount for the first month because I want a bunch of people to be able to get it. But it is a service that I want people to put a lot of thought process into. It is not, you have to really be prepared for it. You have to be prepared for it because you are in trance. It is not a lightweight thing. So I know that that's expensive. I try to keep all of my stuff extremely affordable. And to me, for that amount of energy, it really, really is, because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, anyways, we're moving on. And, this is something, I don't see the comments on YouTube, but I do see your comments, Nancy. I don't see them on YouTube. I see them all in one steady stream, so they're moving really, really quickly. There was a significant amount of guilt, and I'm just going to tell you all my secrets today, okay? I'm going to tell you all my secrets. There's a significant amount of guilt that goes with me, particularly me, and it's about my issues, charging that amount of money for a service. I want everybody to get everything they need in an affordable manner. And when I was talking to my guides about this, this is the number they gave me. So, and then I got chastised for not valuing my energy, not valuing the service, but not valuing my energy and the amount of money or amount of energy that goes into it. So there will be a very affordable starter option for it. So there we go. Okay. See, I'm telling all over myself today. Now you've heard all about my aliens. You're right, it's a balanced energy exchange. It really, Sita, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's move forward. And if everybody could share one time, let's get this party started. I know I've been talking a whole lot to get started, you guys. But for whatever reason, I needed people to understand that, not about that, the healing session, but about some of the things that I do and how we are going to go boom here in the next couple weeks. Things are going to be amazing. By the way, Monday morning, which will be morning for me, afternoon for you guys, I'll be at the beach. So guess where Lisa's going to do her live from? I'll be on the North Shore in Haleiwa, watching the surfers and the waves, y'all. And we're going to have a great time doing that live from the beach. So just know that that is where I'll be. I even bought new equipment for this. I bought wireless mics. Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on. I'm so excited. Anyhow. I've done this on several people now, Thor. I have done this on several people. Nobody has failed to do several different things on this healing service. Everybody has felt or seen Metatron, felt or seen the vibration of Metatron. Same with Saint Germain. Same with Michael, but I didn't use Michael on all the meditations that went into this, the trance part. They have seen or felt their past lives, the fragments that we brought forward and brought them in. They have felt me walking next to them or holding their hand or helping guide them as well. So they see me across the field and I incorporate them into my journey so that I'm the healer on the journey and they're following me. You have this sudden urge to make, oh my God, chocolate chip cookies sound amazing. My kingdom for a chocolate chip cookie. Ah, okay. Moving on. I know. I keep saying I'm going to do this. Okay, let's do it. This is alive. We're live, Donna. We're live. Okay. How do I know what I felt was them? They carry with them in a very high vibrating energy. In the trance that you're in, you will know exactly what's going on. You will remember all of it when you come out. And you will have that awareness. Brenda, this is a good point. This is a really great point. I want you to know that that's a non-issue. That's a non-issue. This particular healing session that we're talking about with the trance is past life. Okay. I'm not doing that present life. And my guides say we don't need to do that present life for anybody. That is more along the lines of a past life Akashic record. You guys get to look into the portal and see the Akashic halls. Like, because I stand there with that right there and you guys can see inside. It's really kind of cool. Okay, let's move on. Okay. She calls you pumpkin. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to put this up here. Pumpkin. Okay, let's change it off there. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, moving on, you guys. Let's do Donna Brock or Denise Brock. Let's move forward. I want to talk about, now I'm going to talk about, I was going to talk about blockages, but I'll do that tomorrow. Because I've just been chattering away so much. Anxiety and I don't know why I see this. Somebody wants to rock you. Somebody wants to rock you back and forth and be like, you know what? Everything passes. I'm not closing my eyes like that. Everything passes. Nothing's permanent. Notice, Denise, in your life, to how things have changed. You could look from 10 years from now and see, or look 10 years back and see how much different you are then than you are today. I definitely feel like your self-talk. You have a lot of self-talk because they're giving me this buzz in the ears, and I need you to know that that's somebody trying to comfort some of your rougher moments in life. So when you feel like there's just this oh shit moment in life, just know that you have this person that's trying to get you to do this. And I bet you every once in a while you do something along those lines and probably don't even realize it. But you do have somebody that is trying to bolster you up and make you feel better about some of the aspects that you can look back at and go, I don't like that. I don't like that about myself. I don't like that about so-and-so. And they're like, you know what? That's just not important. Things change and we all change and move forward. Okay. Beach, beach, beach. Oh, you guys are going to be so tired of pictures. Okay, let's go with Vicky Roop. Vicky, you know what? Let's pick a theme. What should we do as a theme for today? I'm going to give you guys a couple things to pick from, like I feel like let's do. I can spin through some Akashic records. Denise, I hope that helps because it's just know that there's a person that's with you that's doing that. I don't know. I can spin through some Akashic records. I can do some chakras, or I could do some animal totems. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's do something. I need a target today. As you can tell, anybody that's been watching me this last week, I've been very fuzzy. I've been like reading, but it's almost like I'm grounding constantly because I'm just like La 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 la. Makes me look like a psycho, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to wait and see what our, yeah, everybody loves those Akashic records, man. Everybody loves those Akashic records. Akashic. Yeah, I think the lion's share. Wow. Lion's share here is Akashics, and let's roll with that to start with. I can roll through those pretty quickly. So if I have extended information, I will give that to you. And I'm going to start right up here where we started our answers with Lisa Phillips. Lisa Phillips, I want to talk about a male past life. I want to talk about somebody that is, it feels very Celtic or very, this is an older past life. This is somebody that is, the cloth is very rough. I usually get time frames by clothing, material. Sometimes they'll throw a number out, but this is very, not a lot of grooming went on at this time. I can tell you that because this person's hair is nasty. So I just know that there's not a lot of bathing going on, and dirty, like smudging. It's not like he just got in the smudge either. He's been a little dirty for a while, and they keep talking about reaving. I hear the word reaving, so I know this is it's either Scottish or Irish, that they would go and they would steal. It was kind of like a petty theft game that they used to do, I believe, where they would go and steal from their neighbors or their neighboring clans. That's it, the clans. And this actually has a love feel to it. It has like, he was watching somebody for quite a while. It feels like he was actually there to meet somebody. So it's about working under the guise of, I'm here to do something else, and watching somebody. And I really feel that had a love connection in that lifetime, which is kind of fun. Okay, moving on. Mindy. Mindy, I want to talk about a writer. I want to talk about a writer. I see somebody writing, and it's beautiful penmanship, gorgeous, beautiful penmanship. And this is something that they did. They wrote all the time. It was their profession. They were either writing in, let me see. Rough paper, but it's paper, which means something. It's past a certain date. You're gonna call this like the 1500s. It's really beautiful. Scribe of some sort. What are we writing? I'm seeing if I can figure out what we're writing. Hold on. I'm writing. Hold on. What the hell? I don't know where this is. I don't know where location wise, but this is what I have written, and I don't do a whole lot of automatic writing. You guys don't see me do, I think this is probably the first time you see me do this online, and I'm so sorry it took so long. It says, cheer and salutations. Fear mongering will not be I can't read that word. Fellow patriots. I do not know where this is. I do not know where this is. I know it has to be over in England or somewhere along those lines. But I don't know what that word is, but they really stress fellow patriots. So, oh man, sounds like you were getting ready to start a revolution or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Don't get me involved. I can't stand the politics anymore. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Donna Hart. I want to talk about a very young man down on the home farm. This is very, I want to talk, it's like Spain or something along those lines. They kept pigs. They kept pigs. That's what I see as this person working, moving pigs around. And it's not like a pig pen or anything like that, which you would think of as raising pigs. They're moving pigs around in green grass and helping the pigs find stuff. Pigs. I wonder if anybody else can pick up what that is. Anybody else pick up what the pigs are finding? I just figured it out. I'm waiting to see if anybody else figured it out. I'll watch. Okay. I know what it is. I know what the pigs are searching for. Leslie. Leslie, I want to talk about Lemuria, old lives. I see a lot of peace and they say sovereignty, where people are very, I don't know if that's the word to use or not, but they're talking about everybody working together in cooperation to create things. And there was a solidarity between the continent, that it was everybody worked. And if you would think of a continent broken down into sections of this side made this and this side did this, and then they all would meet in the middle kind of thing and have cooperation and separation of, dividing stuff up. That's the kind of thing that they're talking about. And you would have been somebody that organized something along those lines. Okay. Akashic. Heidi Reed. I'm going to scroll down and see if anybody figured out what the pig was getting. Truffles. It is. It's truffles. Because I was like, what the hell is the pig getting? Because normally I would have thought the pig would have been a pen or something along those lines. And they're going out in the green grass. And I see him pull up these black chunks. It's truffles. It's truffles. You are a truffle farmer. How cool is that? It takes all walks, man. It takes all walks. Okay. Oh, let's see. I am way behind. I'm working on it. Let's see. I'm on Heidi. Okay. The very first thing I pick up for you, Heidi, is I get the sensation of, and you got to give me a minute because I know what this is. I can feel it. It's a person on a horse. And the horse is very, hold on. It's an old breed. It's a dressage maneuver, but it's before dressage. It's not really dressage as much as it is almost a gated maneuver where the horse, and I know this is the tracks 2 to 2. And, it's an expensive horse. It's a Frisian. It's a Frisian horse. They're very swishy. Okay, they're very swishy. And that's the feeling they're giving me. They're like, this horse person is going to know what this is. So I understand the gait, but what they're talking about is this person was a very young man. He was very pretty. He dressed very elegantly. And courtish is the words I'm going to go with. And he liked to spend money on animals. He liked to spend money on horses, and he liked to spend money on betting. He was a gambler, but he had the means to do it. He had a lot of money, a lot of family money. I almost feel like he is in the royal family, or Earl, Duke, whatever. But he had tons of money and he liked to spend it. And I really feel like I want to say he's married, but it feels like he's married, but he has side chick. So he feels very aloof and very, devil may care at this point, and everything will be fine. It'll all be taken care of. It's all good. Don't worry about it. And this is part of some of the lessons that he had to learn in that life, was being a little bit more frugal and a little bit more sensible. Okay, moving on. I'm starving. That's the other thing I've been doing. Hi, Sita. So when we do a lot of energy work, you guys, when I teach a class like Reiki and we're doing energy work, I strongly encourage everybody to bring snacks, because as you're working in high energy, you get hungry quickly because you get unbalanced, you get ungrounded. That's how I know I'm doing a level up, because I am hungry all the time. And it looks like I should be hungry all the time, but I'm not. Yeah, moving on. Sita. Sita, I want to talk about a life where you were an observer. I feel like it was a life where you took a moment. You took a moment to step back and actually just enjoy some of the things that you had going on that you could watch. And the first thing I get with this is I get sound. Like you were somebody that stood off to the side and watched the beautiful things happen, and you were happy with that because it meant that you were a part of something that you probably wouldn't have been a part of if you didn't have the profession that you had, and it was a male past life, and it was along lines of some kind of orchestra music, some kind of instrument. I don't know what kind of instrument it is though, because it doesn't sound familiar to me. It sounds kind of like between a trombone and a trumpet. It's a very loose sound. So I'm not quite sure what you played, but it's definitely an instrument that I'm not familiar with. But I do see a lot of pomp and circumstance. So it would have been where you would have played like in an orchestra situation or within a court. Cool. Cool. Oh my gosh, how many of these can I do? I've got way behind, you guys. Okay, moving on, moving on. Let's see. Truffles. See, you guys knew. Probably Lisa Phillips, probably. Okay, moving on. Let's see. You would be surprised at how many people can actually do automatic writing, you guys. One of the first things that if you're working on a spiritual journey, try automatic writing. Because when you sit there for a while and your hand's just sitting there, you'd be surprised that every once in a while it just starts moving. Yeah, it was calligraphy, definitely. It was part of a record of some sort when that was. Okay. Okay. Jenna Morrison. Jenna, I'm just going to give you what they're, because I was kind of, don't argue with your guides, you guys, just don't do it. I was like, really, we're going to go that recent? We want to go that recent? And they're like, there's lessons in it. So, okay. I want to talk about funny car looking cars. These are the very earliest race cars. I know that they are very, very early because the film that they're showing me on this is that super grainy, dark film where they're just, it looks like comedy because they're, so many frames per minute is so slow. And they're talking about, this is another male past life. Why are we circulating so many males? So this is somebody that actually was part of fixing these cars. Like it was a mystery pretty much. The faster they could get them to go, the better. I'm talking they were probably very slow, but it was the thrill of this new thing and how far they could push it and figuring out the puzzles and taking one thing that one person made and making it better and reinventing the wheel and creating new things and getting it to go. And so that's how they're bringing this across, is this lifetime was about creation, recreating what other people had and making it better, and always being the one going, I know that's really good, but I think I could make it do this. And this is what this person did. And they was very, very, very good at it. But I do have to say, I feel like this person died in a crash. This very well may be Googleable, by the way. This person died in a crash where a wheel fell off. A wheel actually just went like gone, and it tumbled the car. So I don't know. I don't know why they want you to know about that past life, but there we go. Okay. Oh, thank God. If you guys could like, follow, share, that'd be amazing on My Mystical Life, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Look at this. Look at this. YouTube is right there. That's our YouTube channel. I will be doing some mediumship, trance mediumship over on YouTube, and that's going to be exclusive. Forget about it. Exclusively where it is. So don't forget to sign up for and subscribe to YouTube. And here I go. Everything I do, everything I talk about, you can find. Look at me trying to find where I'm at. I'm lost. Oh, you can find on mymysticallife.com. I have a bunch of new stuff coming up. Obviously, we're not going to go back over that anymore. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Moving on. Where was I? Let's see, where was I at? I remember who I would talk to. That's what I get for doing stuff like that and just stepping away. Oh, so hungry. That's where I was. Okay. Oh. Tammy. Just a second. Got sidetracked. Tammy, I'm going to have to do a hard pass. They don't want to do one. Another Facebook first. They're like, not right now. Not right now. I think you're processing some other stuff right now. And they're like, we'll come back to this. Because as I'm really looking, they're like closing doors. So that's a hard pass on that. So what I'll do is I'll give you an animal totem, and they're talking about being the peacekeeper. They're talking about the dove. And they actually are showing this animal totem as like a mourning dove kind of thing, and making sure that things get off the ground. And it's about keeping the peace. It's about keeping the peace. Definitely. Sorry. Sometimes, I mean, I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt either. I'm going to tell you, if I don't get it, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to tell you, that's not cool. That's not cool. Oh, it's Ellie Coyle. Ellie Coyle's in the house. Okay. All right. Ellie, I want to talk. I don't know if you, ow, that was my ankle. I don't know. I want to hit on a sacred past life for you. And I have a couple pop up, and the one that I really want to lean towards is very Greek in origin. I really believe this is a female where you would go in and refresh like the what do they call them? You'd go in and take care of the Panthenons. But for some reason, it doesn't feel like you are with one. That's why I say that. It feels like you're going to several different ones, and you're versed in several different things. So I'm not quite sure if they had somebody that did that. Obviously, if I'm picking up on it, there was somebody that did travel from one to one. But this is a feeling of connection to several different pantheons. So look into that and see what that is. Not what I thought it was. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to do Brenda Climo. Brenda, Brenda, Brenda. I'm going to take this over to, gosh, where is that? That looks like, I see really tall box-like homes on a coastline. Where is that? Newfoundland? Newfoundland? Is what it looks like to me. The thing that I'm getting is a very much a fisherman. A cast out, a reel in, a cast out, a reel in, a cast out, a reel in. So that's how they're bringing across that fisherman, but they're also showing net casting. So I don't feel like it was fishing out really far off land. I feel like it was more local, right there, close to land, but maybe still from a boat, maybe more along lines of bringing in bait and things for other people to use, because the image that I'm given at the time frame that I'm given for this particular past life is an older time frame and a comfortable time frame. Like this person really would have wanted to stay closer to home because that is where everything's cemented. And maybe he had done his traveling before in life. It's the feeling I get because he really appreciated that home and hearth when he would get there. And really, it's the serious feeling of this person put in this much time, and I believe he's talking about his wife. This person put in this much time waiting for me to come back home. I am home now, and I'm enjoying having that loving person take care of me. And that's kind of what it is. He's a guy. It's an older life. And he's like, she's taking care of me now because I'm home. It almost feels like, he's doing her a favor so she doesn't have to wait around anymore, but it's really interesting because there's this, not a butting of heads between these two people, but it's almost as if there's like, he's doing her a favor and she's taking care of him and he doesn't realize that it's really for him. And it's just weird, but it's somehow, couples do that. Okay. You guys, I am so behind, and, I am going to tell you guys, make sure you follow My Mystical Life. And if you on Facebook, if you are looking to book anything, you go to mymysticallife.com. I will tomorrow be posting that healing service. I'm still working on it over the next week. And I'm still looking for a name for it. I'll go back through the comments and I'm going to put up something on my Mystical Life as well, so everybody can kind of give a little bit of sway and input on that, because I haven't figured out a name. So aminals. Did I say aminals? Okay. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, you guys. Go over to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing some fun things. Jenna Morrison, and this is why they wanted you to know about that particular past life. I totally get it. I totally get that. When we do have fears and things like that, a lot of times they come from past lives. Okay. Guys, I'm hungry. It's a crappy reason to get offline, but it really isn't, because if I'm ungrounded, we saw me this week ungrounded, and it's not a pretty sight. So I'm going to go grab some food. I will talk to you guys later. And I'm so sorry I'm cutting it short today, but it has been a blast. And everybody have a absolutely fantastic day. If you're in class, if you're on the Tuesday night late bloomers class and you're not part of the private group, please private message me so I can get you in there. There are some people that opted out of emails. Those are the people that are not receiving emails. So make sure you're contacting me so I can get this all right as rain, you guys. All right, everybody, have a great evening. Find joy, be blessed, all that good stuff. And, have a great night. Bye.